I'd like to share with you the story of a young man. While he was in secondary school, he happened to find himself in an environment, in the university environment. And there was a kind of student struggle on that day. And he saw one of the students climbing up and commanding every other student. Who is this fellow? And they told him, oh, that is the president of the student union. He said, oh, when I get to the higher institution, I too will become the president of the union. Wow, it was just like vain words then. So as the time went by, he found himself in the higher institution. And true to his words, making inquiry, how do you become the student union leader? Oh, somebody said you must have gone through the House of Rep and things like that in the school environment. And based on that, this fellow went into that House of Rep, started with them to know all the way and how it is being done. Then, a year to his final year, he contested for the presidency of the students' union. As at the time he wanted to do this, the odds were not in his favor. Maybe the department, the faculty, a lot of things happened during those periods that almost discouraged him from getting to his goal. And of course, was he the kind of person that had the struggle? No, he didn't even look the parts. He was so skinny, so small, and then he's talking about leading the whole school. And then, just as fate will have it, the election came. Some people tried to talk him down in the face of a lot of obstacles and things. This guy just said, I know that I can do it. I believe that I can do it. That whatsoever a man can conceive in his heart, the man can achieve. Based on these words, that little guy pressed on. And before you know it, he became the president of the student union government. Well, maybe that is the story of my own self, where I was able to attain the student union presidency of my higher institution way back. Now, but where am I going to? What made me to look persistently in the face of opposition when all odds were against me? Self-confidence. Self-confidence. Let's look at, you've tried some things, you've tried to embark on some ventures, but along the way, something happened. Oh, that lofty dream, that desire went down just like that. Self-confidence. Maybe that is the ingredient that you need that will take you to your goal. I want you to join me on the other side as we look at how do you develop self-confidence for the attainment of your goals. See you on the other side.
Waking up at dawnlight, breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm we belong. Skies are high, but so are we, building castles where we're free. Gonna rise up, we won't fall.
All right, well, welcome back. When we started, we gave our own clear definition of success according to Napoleon Hill as that success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And if you remember very well, if you have watched the previous series, you remember we said for you to have success, you need what we call a strong desire. You need the desire to succeed, you need the skill to succeed, and you need the faith to succeed. My mentor once told me, he said, is a formula: desire plus skill times faith. That will give you success. So many persons have strong desire, they develop skills, but when they get to the point of execution, they lose faith in themselves. How does this happen? Why does this happen to many persons? And maybe it has happened to you. Depending on the time you are listening to this, we've gone into the year, considerably well into the year. Maybe on your own, you've advanced in age, but there are yet a lot of things that you desire to achieve that you've not achieved. Self-confidence. How will you overcome that obstacle? That which makes you to be faint-hearted when the chips are down. You are going to overcome it after listening to this episode. But before I go on, I want to say a big thank you to every one of us that have always been on this call. Thank you very much for liking the page, for commenting and everything, making this go viral, and for inviting your friends. And peradventure, this is the very first time you are coming across this. I want to say thank you and welcome. I want you to do something quickly. Can you click on the subscribe button now? Because we have a lot of videos that we have done in the past, and I want you to go watch it because it's a series. It's about 90-day series. I don't know the particular one you're watching now. It's about 90-day series, Financial Intelligence for Smart Parents. So you want to be part of it, go watch the previous videos so that you'll be up to date and know what we've done. A lot around goal setting, setting of budget, how to help your children to achieve their goals. A lot of things has gone. So and more will still come. So please do me that favor now. Can you click on the subscribe button so that you can get the past one and you also get notification for the future ones. So I believe you are doing that right now. Okay, let's just go on quickly on what we have today. Looking at the self-confidence, there's what we call the self-confidence formula. There's a man that wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich. The man goes by the name Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich is one book that a lot of persons have read in the United States, across the world. Top leaders of businesses, top leaders of countries have read this book and it has helped them. It is not work hard to grow rich. It's just think and grow rich. So and as I start, I want to also encourage you. If you've not read that book, you please go get that book to read. But then in the chapter 3 of that book, there's a chapter called Faith. And when he was talking about faith, he talked about self-confidence. Now let's look at the word self-confidence. What is self-confidence? Self-confidence is the belief. I want you to take that word, believe in one's ability to succeed and the courage to take action. The belief in one's ability to succeed and the courage to take action. So you see why I said a lot of persons fail in life because of this lack of self-confidence. Many a times you said, I'm going to do this, I listen to this, I'm going to do this. Then as you are about to do it, your subconscious mind, somewhere in your subconscious mind tells you, are you sure you can do it? Are you sure you'll be able to make it? Oh, a lot of persons have tried this thing and they did not succeed. Who told you are going to succeed? And then you become afraid. And then everything that you have planned in your head that you say you are going to do, this is how you are going to say it, this is how you are going to do it, everything just goes out of the window one day. Self-confidence. You need this in the attainment and the achievement of any goal. Before we go on, I want you to note something. There's a difference between self-confidence and arrogance. You see, when you say somebody is self-confident, quite a lot of time you see somebody walking and, arrogantly. You see, being arrogant is different from being self-confident. A self-confident person is rooted in competence and preparation. Competence and preparation. As against an arrogant person who is just overestimating himself or his ability without any substance. That is what we call being arrogant. But a self-confident person, his ability is rooted, his belief is rooted in his competence and preparation. Important word there is what? Preparation. So you have to look at it. Am I arrogant in the attainment of my goal? Am I being arrogant? You know that you are being arrogant when you say, I'm going to achieve this level of thing, and you are not actually working or doing anything to acquire more skill or to acquire, to increase your belief in that field. You are just being arrogant. But when somebody is having self-confidence, that person has a kind of structured approach to building his lifeline. He has a structured approach to building confidence and achieving success. He is making his plans. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dedicate 30 minutes to personal development every day by listening to these audios. I'm going to do this. So he structures himself to the attainment of his goal. Now, according to Napoleon Hills, there are 5 key elements when we talk about building of self-confidence, or in the self-confidence formula. The first one is called definiteness of purpose. Now, when you talk about definiteness of purpose, I want to look, by the way, I want to show you this. I had to print out the self-confidence formula for myself, that I will always, there are sometimes the tasks ahead of you become so tiring, so demanding, that you just have to build yourself, build your faith in yourself again. He said David encouraged himself. There are times that you just have to, when you look at what you want to attain in life, the goals and everything ahead of you, you need to encourage yourself. You need to build yourself. So many a times, I will have to take this thing up and read it to myself over and over again, just to build that energy within. So let me take the first one we call the definiteness of purpose. Now, it says, I know that I have the ability to achieve my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Wow, you can see that I know that this is what I want to do. This is the goal I want to achieve. Our organization wants to impact 1 million families in the year 2025 to be financially intelligent, to be financially literate. So this is our goal, and this we begin to do. So it must be definite. What you want to do must be clear. It's not an assumption. We didn't say we are going to empower many people. No, we have it, 1 million persons. How will we do 1 million? We have a structured way of what we want to do, and what we are doing right now is part of it, to empower 1 million persons, 1 million families. So if you must look at what is that thing that you want to do. You must be definite. Remember, when we talk about your goals, we say your goal must be specific. You started this year. You wrote down the goals, and by now you've even forgotten some of the things you wrote down. You must be specific. You must focus on it. Tell yourself, I have to go visit my goal again. There are people that have looked at what they want to achieve in life. We have great and mighty men that you see around us. Look at the Dangote. He said he was going to build the biggest refinery in Africa. And then people looked and said, where is it coming from? Even federal government of Nigeria has not been able to do it. But that guy went on. He did it. He achieved it. Look at Adenuga. There was a time when he was vying for the license of this telecoms. Look at the government denied him after paying so much money. They denied him the license, but he pressed on. He saw himself somewhere, and he was definite. He wanted to get there, and he actually got it. What is that thing that you are definite about? What is that thing? I want you to take some minutes, look at your life. Look at how far you've gone into the year, and look at your goal. How far have I gone with this goal? Do I even have them written down as it has been suggested? If not, this is the right time again. Write it down. The second item in the self-confidence formula is to believe in oneself. Believe in yourself. Let me read it the way it is stated in the self-confidence formula. The dominant thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person that I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture. Now, with this, you are trying to build a belief on yourself that if you say one thing is this, it's not just about somebody believing in you. Is you believing in yourself. There's a seed of greatness that has been deposited inside of you. There's a task that you have on earth that no one else will achieve it except you. And if you don't have that self and personal belief, you will not attain it. You need to have that strong affirmation. Have positive self-talk. When you say self-talk, I can do it. I will make it. Nothing is stopping me. You have a strong, it doesn't matter what anybody has said concerning you. I want to tell you this. Never you Never in your life, in your career, allow other people's opinion to determine your own reality. Believe in yourself. Trust in the grace of God in your life and say, yes, I will do it. And I tell you, give a short time, you will attain it. And you know what? When you believe in yourself, believing in yourself is what will make you to begin to seek the resource and everything that you need to accomplish your ultimate goal. When you don't believe in yourself, you are not going to stretch yourself. When you don't believe in yourself, you say, I can't come and kill myself. When you don't believe in yourself, there is no driving force. So for you to attain any level of success in life, you need to believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I'm capable of achieving it. And you know, when you are writing your goals, I want to advise, don't write small goals. Don't write small things. Put those things that will challenge your inner self. You see, man is just like an elastic band. The elastic band is just like it is. It is only effective when it is stretched. That is what. Have you ever reasoned it out? Don't you see that when you are in a kind of problem, something happens, your brain is moving, and you just see yourself get out of it somehow. That is how the human brain is being configured, to stretch itself and get itself out of every difficult situation. So what you need to do, create some difficult tasks for yourself, create some difficult goals. You know, it's just like when we were about to start this 90 days program. I was looking, initially I was thinking, I said, 90 days of talking about what, for heaven's sake, for 90 days? But the impression came that, okay, you don't know what 90 days, is 90 days enough to give people financial education? Wow, no, financial education is a thing of a lifetime. So it is a thing of a lifetime. So is 90 days part of the lifetime? Yes, hit it, go ahead and do it. And then we started, man. Is it easy? No. Getting content and everything in line with this, is it just easy? No. But should it be done? Yes, it will be done. And every day we come up with new things to help you to learn financial intelligence. Why? It's not because we just want to do 90 days training. No, we have a bigger goal to empower 1 million families in the course of the 12 months. You get what we're saying now? So there must be a principal goal that you are driving at, that you are working towards, that will make you to believe in yourself. So have that. Quite a number of persons, like I said, it doesn't matter what other persons are saying concerning you. You might have done a lot of things, and somebody is looking at you with the eyes of failure. You failed. You didn't do well. Was it not you that you did this business and you did not do it well? You wrote the exam, you did not pass, and they label you with different things. Just have that belief in yourself, have that I can do spirit. Then the next item there on the self-confidence formula is daily action and persistence. Let me tell you this. There's no goal that is achieved without being persistent. If you are not taking action, you can't achieve any goal. Let me read it the way it was put in the self-confidence formula. I know through the theory of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek some expression through some practical means of obtaining the object or position I desire. I want you to take note of that keyword. Any desire that I persistently. Now, how persistent? The goal that you have written down, how persistent do you have it in your heart? How many times do you think of that goal? Your desire is to earn $5,000 monthly in 2025. Your desire is to achieve this particular goal. How often your desire is to build your own house? Your desire is to send it. Whatsoever the desire is, how often do you think about it on a daily basis? When you don't think about it, he said, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. So when you think about achieving your goal, you will achieve it. So you have to be persistent, because the more you think about the goal, the more you think about the dream, the more action you'll be ready to take. But when you are not thinking about it, what are the things that drive us in Richvision to say, okay, we are going to make sure that we're going to be giving out this information, raising intelligent parents, raising financially intelligent children. We have a long-term goal to contribute in the economy of our country, to help people to become financially literate. And we know that when people are financially literate, they will become entrepreneurs, they will become made men that will not rely on government. And how will they do it? Is by them being informed and being taught financial intelligence. So, because we have this consistently in our heart, we're always looking at what are we going to do to achieve this. So, persistent thoughts of your goal will help you to take daily action. So, question once again, how often do you think of your goal? Imagine the man, Thomas Edison, his various numerous attempts that failed when he was trying to put on the light bulb. You know, people said you failed at things, you better give up on this. And they said he has failed. He said, no, I have not failed. I have only found out 999 times in which light cannot come up. So he did not see those things as failure. He saw them as skill learnings. So what is that area? Which area does it seem that does it look like you have failed in life and it's keeping you down? Because of that, when people are talking, you want to keep quiet. You don't want them to remember that you failed once before. Guys, you need to change. You need to get up once again. There's an eagle, there's a lion ready to roar inside of you if you will permit it to roar. I believe you can roar and you will still roar. What of that man? Do you remember the guy that wrote this book, this story, Harry Potter? That's J.K. Rowling's. I think J.K. Rowling, that is his name. You see, a lot of publishers rejected it. Oh, it's not this, it's not this. Then after all the rejection, the guys went down and then got one or two persons, sat down, and today, Harry Potter is a bestseller. What are people? You've tried to take an idea to somebody and they rubbish you. That no, this is rubbish. It's not going to work. Guys, don't go to dream killers again. There are dream builders that will help you in the attainment of your goal. So what you need to do, get those things that you need to do, put them into daily goals, develop what you call daily habits, and this will reinforce your self-confidence. You might not be able to do it all at once, but begin to develop it. Begin speaking up. You go to a meeting, don't be silent. Raise up your hand and talk. Nobody can talk you down. I tell you, bro, I tell you, sis, there's a seed of greatness inside of you. Don't let men shut you down. The fourth one is overcoming negative influences. In the self-confidence formula, all the steps that I'm giving you, they are the steps that you will use to overcome that issue of a lack of self-confidence. So this one is overcoming negative influences. Let's take it the way Napoleon Hill put it. I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim, and I will never stop trying until I develop sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. That is it. You've written it down. You've written it down. You say, write the vision, make it plain, so that those that see it will run with it. There are many people that will see it and they will tell you no. No, even the first person that will tell you no is your subconscious mind. You see, when you look at something, you see somebody doing something, your mind tells you, I can do this. I can do this also. But then when you're about to do it, the subconscious mind tells you, boy, are you sure you can do it? You want to be a millionaire? Is there any millionaire in your family? Who is the first? Your father is a civil servant. Your mother is a civil servant. Then you want to become a businessman? Boy, it's not in our DNA. And then, unfortunately for you, the first business you attempt, boom, something happened. Then your parents or your brothers, they will call you and say, oh, you see this thing we are telling you. It's not everybody that is cut out for business. You better go and sit down and then, get a job and you face something. And then you say, no, maybe it's true. And you kill your dream. Don't kill your dream. Don't kill. What you have to do is identify the common confidence killer. What are the common confidence killer that you always encounter? When you're about to do that big thing, what are the common confidence killer that you encounter? Is it fear? Is it criticism? Is it the toxic environment? The people, maybe the people that are around you, you set up yourself in some negative environment. People that are talking around you are people that are always saying, it's not possible. Go see, it's not, all these negative vibes. You have to look at it. And then what of the limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs. It's not easy to make money. It's not easy. Life is to be successful is not an easy day. It's not an easy thing. And you just have those limiting beliefs. And people that are not even as good as you are achieving that goal. That you have failed does not mean you will forever fail. You can still do it. On your path to greatness, there'll be the naysayers. There'll be people that will be giving you the negative feedback. I just imagine this guy we call David, when he was saying that he wanted to go fight the giants. Do you know the first person that opposed him? It was his brother earlier. His brother told him, he said, bro, what are you doing? I know you are a naughty fellow. You better start going back home. I tell people, earlier, the elder brother, he was doing the right thing. Why? You can imagine, look at the story of the man called Joseph. You see, the father blamed Reuben for whatsoever happened. So if that young man, David, had gone to fight the Goliath, and the Goliath kills him, what will happen? Do you think that guy will get home and his father will not scold him and say, so you are there, you had your brother say he wants to go and fight that guy, and you allowed him? So he was doing his responsibility. What am I trying to say? So people that will seem as if they are the negative people in your life, not that they want to hurt you. They have your interest at heart. They feel this is the way they can help you. But it's you that knows your destiny. It's you that knows where you are going to. It's you. What you need to do is focus on the goal that you have. Focus on your goal. FOCUS. Face one course until you are successful. Let them try to make them to understand. But don't argue. You know where you are going. You are the one that has the calling. You are the one that needs to achieve it. In the line of this, you need to get the buy-in of one or two of them that you need to tell. Share your dreams with them. Share your passions with them and make them see that this is why you choose to believe what you want to do. Choosing to believe in oneself despite the challenges and naysayers is very important in the achievement of goal. And then the last thing is service and contribution. Service and contribution. No wonder Zig Ziglar said, if you can help enough persons get what they want in life, you will get all that you want. Let's look at how Napoleon Hill stated it. He said, I realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. I will engage in no transaction that will not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces that I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve them. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity. For I know that a negative attitude towards others will never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will believe in them and in myself. For you to have self-confidence, you must believe in other people. You must be ready to serve people. When we say serve people, it's not that you're going to wash, it's not as if you are putting down your head and things. It's a service to many is the best works of life. What service are you going to give to people? As I'm sitting down here now, as you are listening to me, I am rendering you a service. This is a service. I want you to understand it from that point. I could have said, this is, I want to organize a training class in which is going to be a paid class. But I said, okay, let me bring it forward for you that desire to learn. So that you learn, I am giving you a service. Now, the number of persons I'm able to serve, if I'm able to help enough people get what they want in life, then I will get all I want. The same thing, if you are able to help enough people, serve enough people, show mercy, show greatness to people. Just look at this person we call Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa left her country and came to serve humanity in Africa. And look at how God helped her. How about Nelson Mandela? Service to many brings greatness. So I want to challenge you for you to build self-confidence in yourself. Look at what service do I want to render to people? And let me be good at that service that I'm rendering. Remember, we said something. That's 3 things that will help you to make income in life are, what is the service or product that you want to give people? How important is that product or service that you want to render to people? Number 2, how good are you? That is the aspect of skill. How good are you in rendering that service or that product? And number 3, how easy is it to replace you in that service? So when you develop the self-confidence, Developing self-confidence will help you to build your skill. And once you have built your skill set, you become good at the service that you want to render. And I tell you, you'll be able to face life as you need to face it. And one other thing you need to do, try to get somebody that can mentor you. Tell somebody that can handhold you, someone that can believe in you. People around you may not believe in you, but someone can believe in you. Somebody will announce you to the palace. You know, I always love the story of this man called David. There was a time the king Saul, he was having a vexation put on him by God. And then somebody said, we can get someone that can sing for him, that if they sing for him, that this evil spirit will leave him. And then one man came. Till today, we don't know the name of the man. Till today, the name of the man was not mentioned. He said, I know a man, the son of Jesse. He is strong. He is a mighty man of war. But bro, before them, David has not fought any war. But somebody announced him in the palace. I tell you, by the time you begin to walk in self-confidence, by the time you begin to display that God's given gift, you will be announced in the palace. I tell you, it is your turn to be announced in the palace. I tell you once again, it is your turn to be announced in the palace. Where is the palace? The palace is the marketplace where your service is needed. The palace is in that house, is in that office where your service is needed. But somebody that you don't even know, somebody that God will just raise to announce you based on the fact that the person has studied you, that this man is skillful in his art. Will you develop yourself? Build self-confidence around you. Have your mentor. Offer help where necessary, and be ready to share knowledge with persons. And be ready to share knowledge with other people. With this, I can assure you, you will build self-confidence in yourself and you'll be able to achieve your goal. I want you to do something. I'm going to leave a copy of this self-confidence formula in the description box. You can just go there and download it. And please print it out just like this and read it to yourself once or twice in a day and sign your signature to it. He said, at the last part of the one that I'm holding, it says, I will sign my name to this formula, committing it to memory and repeat it aloud once a day in full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions, so I will become a self-confident and successful person. Commit this, and by the help of God, you will become a successful person. I hope to see you at the zenith of success. If you like what you've had, why don't you just click on the subscribe button and on the share button so that other persons can get this information also, and also that you will be able to get the future notification when we come up with the next episode. In our next episode, we'll be talking about it a lot. We'll be talking about ETFs, shares, Forex, and other things like that. So be looking forward to that. I just needed to bring this to us as we progress so that we have confidence to finish our race. Once again, is your friend and partner, Olusola Popola. Remain strong, be courageous, have self-confidence. Bye.
Waking up at dawn, light breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm